Hi, my name is AMIR ROZI. My metric number is 306842, and today I will present about the introduction of graduate unemployment in Malaysia between 2020 to 2024. From 2020 to 2024, fresh graduate unemployment in Malaysia became a serious issue, mainly to the COVID-19 pandemic. The economic downturn in 2020 triggered hiring freezes and retrenchments, making the job market extremely competitive. Thousands of new graduates found themselves with limited opportunities and rising uncertainty. As the economy gradually recovered, efforts shifted towards tackling the problem. Government initiative, digital upskilling program, and stronger collaboration between universities and industries began to take shape. These strategies aim to bridge the gap between graduate skills and market needs. Understanding these trends and challenges is essential, not just for solving today's problem, but for building a more resilient and employable graduate workforce in the future.
My name is Chong, and my metric number is 305859. Moving on to the issue of fresh graduate unemployment, which is high competition for limited entry-level job. The Malaysia job market for fresh graduate is highly competitive, with a significant number of applicants. This means even more people are competing for the same limited number of entry-level jobs, especially in popular areas like business, IT, and engineering. Despite the growing number of graduates, the availability of entry-level position does not proportionally increase. For example, as for April 2025, JobStreet Malaysia have around 29,000 job openings for fresh graduates. While that might sound like a lot, it's still not enough compared to the huge number of graduates who are looking for a job. On the other hand, the competition for entry-level job is intense, requiring graduates to adapt and acquire relevant skills to meet employer expectations. Based on the statistics from the Social Security Organization, that the graduate mismatch job rate in 2023 was 80.2%, where they were placed in the semi-skilled and low-skilled category. While in 2022, the risk was increasing up to 40.5%. Because of this, many fresh graduates face challenges. They spend few months searching and sometimes end up taking jobs that don't really match what they are studying in university. That's all from me, thank you.
Thanks for the information provided by my teammates. My name is YUEN, metric number 305665. Now I'll be talking about the latest statistic. Based on the statistic that I found, in the year of 2020, graduate unemployment rate is the highest, about 4.4%. This is due to that in 2020, pandemic COVID-19 occurs, and this brings a huge impact not only to a country but the whole world. When COVID-19 occurs in Malaysia, the government were forced to take action, which is Movement Control Order, MCO. This will force all firms to stop operating in the long term. The firms will start to fire their employees, which will lead to unemployment. Next, in 2021, the unemployment rate is at 4.1%, although it dropped, but it is still high. This is due to jobless growth and the resurgence of COVID-19. Some of the key factors that affect unemployment are recession, government policies, global economy, and many more. Besides that, in 2022, Malaysia faced challenges such as firms increasingly using non-citizens' employment following the reopening of the country's international borders is anticipated to be able to ease the labour shortages issues, especially in the construction and agriculture sectors. But this will cause many local employees to lose their opportunities to work, which will lead to high unemployment rates. Other than that, in 2023, business and consumer sentiment has turned more cautious amid ongoing external challenges such as geopolitical risk, as well as several new taxes and subsidy rationalization measures on the horizon. Hence, this could slow down the hiring trends in the future. So, these factors will make hiring process more and more difficult, which will lead to many people, including fresh graduates, to be unemployed. Last but not least, in 2024, the unemployment rate declined to 3.3%. Although advancement of automation and technology have replaced many manual and repetitive jobs, especially in factories. While these advancements make business more efficient, but they also reduce the need for workers, which lead to unemployment. Another thing is, although there's new industries such as tech and renewable energy, which also creating new job opportunities, but it requires specific skills or training, and not everyone is ready for these roles. Hence, this will cause many candidates to hesitate and choose to give up, which at the end leads to unemployment.
Thank you for sharing with my team member just now. My name is Ching, matrix number 3057X6. Now, let me explain about the reason for the fresh graduates being unemployed in Malaysia. Between 2020 and 2024, the number of graduates struggling to find suitable jobs has remained high. But this issue isn't caused by just one factor. It's shaped by multiple forces, including education, the economy, and evolving employer expectation. First, many graduates face a skills mismatch. what they learn in university doesn't always reflect what employers actually need. A Free Malaysia Today article explains that one of the main reasons young people aged 15 to 24 are struggling to land jobs is this disconnect. And this mismatch isn't just about unemployment, it's also causing underemployment. A report by the Age Malaysia showed that in 2023, more than 37% of degree holders were working in semi-skilled or low-skilled jobs, far below their qualification level. This isn't a new problem, but is becoming more visible. Channel News Asia calls it Malaysia's employment paradox. We have plenty of graduates, yet companies still can't find people with the right skills. So clearly, the gap between the education and employment is widening. But this problem didn't happen in isolation. It was made worse by a major global crisis. That brings us to the second reason, the COVID-19 pandemic, which had a deep and lasting impact on the job market. During the pandemic, businesses shut down, hiring froze, and the economy uncertainly surged. A ResearchGate study reported that 1 in 5 graduates remained unemployed 6 months after finishing their study. Meanwhile, the ISEAS perspective noted that the number of unemployed graduates jumped by 22.5% in 2020, closing 200,000 people. And a sustainability journal article explained how lockdown and movement restrictions caused companies to cut jobs, reduce operations, and delay hiring altogether. This challenge hit young people the hardest, especially fresh graduates who were entering the jobs market for the first time. In response, the Higher Education Ministry launched a support initiative as detailed by Malay Mail to help the graduates find pathways into work. And if we look at the economy analysis, such as the YouTube video, Effect of COVID-19, Malaysian Economy Perspective 2021, it's clear that the slowdown affected nearly every sector, from tourism to retail to manufacturing, leaving fewer opportunities for new job seekers. But even now, as the economy begins to recover, one more barrier remains: the readiness of graduates to meet the demands of the workplace. This leads us to the third reason, the lack of soft skills and real-world experience. Even when jobs are available, many employers feel that graduates are not work-ready. A study from the online journal for TVET practitioners revealed that employers in Sarawak found many graduates lacking in communication, teamwork, and problem-solving skills. Videos like The Society with Fahana and A Better Restart talk about how today's job market doesn't just require academic knowledge, it also demands confidence, professionalism, and the ability to work well under pressure. So even as industry recovers and job opportunities grow, fresh graduates need more than just degrees. They need to show that can thrive in a real-world work environment.
Hello everyone, my name is Muhammad AIMAN bin RAIZAN, my matric number 307451. Today I'll be talking about a major issue in Malaysia, which is fresh graduate unemployment. Despite holding degrees, many graduates still struggle to find a suitable job. Tackling this problem requires effort from individuals, universities, and the government. Firstly, at the individual level, many graduates lack of the soft skills and practical experience needed by employers. Communication, problem solving, and adaptability are often missing. Some also expect high salary or limit their job search to specific field or cities. To improve their change, graduates need to be more proactive, take internship, learn in-demand skill, and be open to exploring different industry or role. Secondly, universities under the Ministry of Higher Education also play a key role. Many programs are too focused on theory and are not updated to meet current industry needs. To fix this, university must put a strong industry link, update their CV, and offer more practical learning like internship, career workshop, and real-world projects. This way, students are more prepared for job market after graduation. Finally, the government must support this process by creating a policy that encourage collaboration between university and industry. It can also fund a program that boosts graduate employability, such as national skill training, job matching platform, and entrepreneurship initiative. A coordinated approach can reduce unemployment and help with a skilled and competitive workforce. In conclusion, reducing fresh graduate employment in Malaysia requires a shared effort. If individually, university and the government work together, we can create a brighter, more sustainable future for our graduates. Thank you.
Hi, it's me again, AMIR bin ROZI. My matric number is 306842, and today I will present about the conclusion. Fresh graduate unemployment in Malaysia from 2020 to 2024 was deeply shaped by economic and social disruptions, starting with the COVID-19 pandemic. In the early years, hiring freezes and job scarcity caused a sharp rise in graduate unemployment. Many young Malaysians entered the workforce filled with uncertainty and limited opportunities. However, as the company began to recover, government initiative, digital transformation and shift in key industries slowly improved the job landscape. Despite this progress, challenges like skill mismatch and rising competition remain persistent hurdles. By 2024, the unemployment rate among graduates began to decline, showing signs of slow but steady recovery. Today, there is stronger focus on employability, skills, adaptability, and preparing graduates for a rapidly changing job market.